In the pulsating heart of Italian fashion and design stands a structure that defies time and space, the famous Milan Cathedral, also known as the Duomo di Milano. With its soaring spires that seem to touch the sky and the silent statues that watch over the city, the Duomo is not just an architectural masterpiece, but a reservoir of stories and legends that resonate through the centuries. But what makes this monument an epicenter of mysteries and allure? Is it perhaps the skill of the ancient master builders? Or is there something darker and deeper lurking in the shadows of this majestic work? The ground upon which the Duomo rests is saturated with legends that awaken the curiosity of anyone daring to investigate. These are not mere tales, but echoes of a distant past that continue to vibrate within the stones, the stained glass, and the sculpted figures adorning this magnificent cathedral. How can one building blend the divine and the demonic, eternal love and betrayal, the sacred and the profane, into such a tapestry of emotions and mysteries? Is it perhaps this coexistence of good and evil, legends and facts, that continues to draw curious souls from every corner of the world? And as the sun sets, casting long shadows across the square, the Milan Cathedral prepares to unveil its darkest secrets, those tales that have been passed down from generation to generation. And today, we will take you to discover what truth hides behind the legends that enshroud this eternal monument. Are you ready to step into the realm of mystery? As the tranquil twilight envelopes the Duomo, history takes us back in time to an era of fervent devotion and dark superstitions. In those distant days, the city of Milan was abuzz with the magnificent construction of its cathedral, a project that seemed destined to touch the sky. But as often happens in grand undertakings, resources ran dry, and desperation crept into the hearts of men. The architect, a man of fervent faith and ingenuity, found himself at a crossroads to see his beloved Duomo remain unfinished or seek help in dark forces. Legend tells of a nefarious pact struck between the architect and the devil. The Prince of Darkness, with a sinister grin, promised the souls needed to complete the cathedral in exchange for a design devoid of windows, a building without light. With a sigh of despair and hope, the architect agreed. But his faith and cunning were not to be underestimated. He designed the columns and positioned the stained glass in such a way that, from the agreed-upon vantage point, the devil would only see solid walls. But beyond the columns, divine light flooded the cathedral through hidden windows, a silent dance of light and shadow that revealed the truth. When the devil discovered the deception, his fury shook the foundations of the city. But it was too late. The heavenly blessing had already enveloped the cathedral, protecting the architect and the souls of Milan. The architect's cleverness is commemorated in the image of the devil carved in stone at the entrance of the Duomo, an eternal reminder of the struggle between light and darkness, between good and evil. And the devil's square in front, with its evocative name, remains a silent witness to that ancient clash between the divine and the profane. Every stone, every spire of the Duomo seems to tell this legend, an echo of the past that resonates in the chilly evening air, as the devil and the architect continue their eternal dance in the shadows of the sacred and the profane. And now, we leave you with a question. Is the figure of the devil carved at the entrance of the Duomo merely a remembrance of an ancient legend? Or could there be a thread of truth in this tale of dark pacts and celestial deceit? Every corner of the Duomo could conceal unexpected secrets, ready to be unveiled. What do you believe? Could the mystery of the devil and the architect reveal more about the Milan Cathedral? The story continues, and the Duomo seems poised to reveal the next legend. Are you ready to discover more? But the Duomo, with its ancient stones and silent shadows, harbors other stories, other legends that resonate through the vortex of time. Among these, the tale of Carlina is perhaps the one that touches the chords of human emotion most profoundly. Carlina, a young woman with a pure heart, was promised in marriage to Renzino, the love of her life. But as fate often weaves a dark design, betrayed by Renzino, Carlina's soul shattered into 1,000 pieces, and in a moment of uncontrollable despair, she leaped from the spires of the Duomo, seeking redemption in the silent void that embraced her. However, her spirit found no peace. Even today, it is said that Carlina wanders tirelessly among the spires and corridors of the Duomo, an ethereal shadow desperately searching for her lost love. Her presence is felt by many, a chilling breeze, a barely perceptible whisper among the hallowed stones. Newlyweds who wish to immortalize their love with a photograph outside this sacred structure sometimes tell of sensing a presence, a sigh of cold wind despite the clear sky. Legend has it that Carlina, with her broken heart, still watches over lovers, perhaps seeking in them that eternal bond that was cruelly denied her. And as night cloaks the Duomo in a shroud of silence and mystery, the spires seem to sing Carlina's song, a melody of love and loss that wafts through the Milanese night. Every stone, every sculpture seems to tell the pain of a love lost, of a promise broken. The story of Carlina is not just a tale of love and betrayal, but an ode to the power of eternal love, a love that transcends time and space, a love that resides in the quiet heart of the Milan Cathedral, ready to whisper its story to anyone willing to listen. Carlina's tragic story evokes deep emotions and reminds us of the eternal nature of love and sorrow. But how much of this legend resides in reality? And if Carlina herself is still in search of peace? Her sorrowful melody continues to resonate among the Duomo's spires, a silent invitation to further explore the mysteries of this ancient cathedral. And you, what would you feel if you found yourself on the Duomo's square on a silent night? Could you perceive the echo of Carlina's lost emotions? The story of the Milan Cathedral is an intricate tapestry of reality and myth, ready to reveal the next legend. Are you ready to continue this journey into mystery? As the silent lament of Carlina dissipates into the nighttime mist, another dark tale emerges from the depths of the Duomo. This is a story that nests within the demonic figures adorning the cathedral's facade, the gargoyles, stone creatures that, as night falls, seem to come to life. Legend has it that with the setting of the sun, when darkness cloaks Milan in silence, the Duomo's gargoyles awaken from their stone slumber. Their vacant eyes flicker with an eerie light, and their gaping maws appear to murmur terrible curses in the darkness. Milan citizens speak of strange shadows moving among the cathedral's spires, of muffled cries that vanish into the nighttime wind. On stormy nights, when lightning rends the black sky, the gargoyles, according to legend, take flight in a whirlwind of wind and rain. With stone wings slicing through the air, they create a protective circle around the Duomo, repelling the dark forces threatening to invade the sacred precinct. But not all return to their perches with the arrival of dawn. Some, it is said, remain lurking in the shadows, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey. Their presence adds an aura of terror to the Duomo, a reverential fear that runs down the spine of those who dare approach the cathedral in the dark hours. The gargoyles have become silent custodians of the boundary between the world of the living and the world of shadows, an eternal reminder of the presence of evil even in the holiest of places. With each dawn, the gargoyles return to their stone state, their eyes dimming into an unfathomable void, but the terror they instill in the hearts of men persists. The eternal struggle between good and evil, light and darkness, continues to resonate in the stone figures that watch over the Duomo, an eerie tale that blends with the cold night wind of Milan, a mystery waiting to be unveiled beneath the canopy of stars. Each gargoyle, with its terrifying visage, is a chapter in this dark narrative, a piece of the mystery that enshrouds the Milan Cathedral. And as the shadows of the night lengthen, the whisper of the gargoyles continues to echo among the ancient stones, a chilling narration entwining with the tapestry of legends that envelop this sacred structure. The legend of the gargoyles immerses us in a world where the boundary between the real and the supernatural seems to blur with the onset of darkness. But what would happen if, on a stormy night, you found yourself walking near the Duomo and heard the rustle of stone wings above you? Would you feel the cold shiver of terror or the adrenaline of adventure as you ventured further into the mystery? The stories of the Duomo seem to whisper ancient secrets in the shadows, inviting us to discover more. But are you ready to answer this call and explore the depths of the mystery surrounding this ancient cathedral? With each legend, the Duomo reveals another layer of its enigmatic essence, promising to keep the viewer glued to uncovering the next hidden tale within its ancient stones. As the whisper of the gargoyles dissolves into the cold Milanese night, another sacred tale emerges through the veil of mystery shrouding the Duomo. This is the story of the nail of Jesus Christ, a narrative that carries a divine resonance, a connection to the sacred that permeates every corner of the cathedral. It is said that hidden among the countless artistic and architectural wonders of the Duomo rests an artifact of immeasurable spiritual value, one of the nails used to crucify Jesus Christ. This sacred nail, housed in a golden cross above the main altar, represents a direct link to the Passion of Christ, a tangible symbol of suffering and redemption. But the nail is not merely a static symbol of devotion. Legend has it that it carries celestial power, an aura of sanctity that protects the Duomo and the city of Milan. And once a year, in a solemn ceremony that leaves the city in reverential silence, the Archbishop of Milan ascends a ladder to venerate the sacred nail. As the Archbishop approaches the nail, the cathedral seems to hold its breath, the shadows of the gargoyles appear to recede, and an atmosphere of sanctity pervades the air. In the cathedral's silence, the prayers of the Archbishop resonate like an echo through the centuries, a connection between the divine and the human that materializes in that sacred moment. The city of Milan, shrouded in mystery and devotion, appears to draw near to the divine for an instant, as the sacred nail glimmers with a subdued light, a beacon of faith in a world of shadows. And as the ceremony concludes, and the cathedral returns to its solemn silence, the tale of the nail of Jesus Christ continues to live on, an echo of the sacred that resonates among the spires of the Duomo. Every stone, every sculpture, seems to whisper the story of this sacred artifact, a mystery waiting to be unveiled, a call to devotion and faith that characterizes the history of the Milan Cathedral. In this sacred place where the profane and the divine intertwine through centuries of history and legend, the nail of Jesus Christ represents a bridge between the earthly and the celestial, an eternal symbol of humanity's quest for connection with the divine. The story of the nail of Jesus Christ reveals another dimension of the Duomo, a profound connection to the sacred that invites reflection on the meaning of faith and devotion. But what real power might lie hidden behind this ancient artifact? And how could it influence the daily lives of Milanese and visitors who come to pay homage? The story of the sacred nail seems to call for deeper reflection, inviting each one to explore their own connection with the divine. Are you ready to answer this call and unveil the other mysteries that the Duomo of Milan jealously guards? Each legend brings us one step closer to understanding the veil of mystery that envelopes this sacred place, gently guiding us towards the next discovery waiting in the silent shadows of the Duomo. In this journey through time and stone, the legends of the Milan Cathedral have unveiled an intricate mosaic of stories that reside at the heart of the city. The silent presence of the Duomo, with its spires reaching for the sky and its statues silently watching, seems to be the guardian of ancient mysteries, a meeting point between the earthly and the divine, between the real and the imaginary. Through the tales of deceived devils, tormented spirits, vigilant gargoyles, and sacred artifacts, we have glimpsed the cultural and spiritual richness that this monument jealously safeguards. The complexity of these legends reflects the depth of the human experience that has been etched into every stone, into every sculpture, throughout the centuries. Yet, As much as we can explore and narrate, the Duomo keeps a part of its mystery well preserved, inviting every visitor to seek, to inquire, to wonder. In this sacred structure, the boundary between legend and reality seems to blur, leaving a sense of wonder that endures. The Milan Cathedral is not merely an architectural masterpiece, but a living narrative of stories, a bridge between the past and the present that continues to inspire and challenge understanding. Before concluding this exploration, we invite you to subscribe to our channel to not miss future episodes. Every subscription is a step towards the exploration of new mysteries, of new stories waiting to be told on this journey through the mysterious and the unknown. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey through the legends of the Milan Cathedral. Goodbye, and until the next mystery.